Hello and welcome to the MacMost Daily Vlog. I'm Gary.
I'm Dale.
I was just reading.
Okay.
That's Will.
Is it comfortable back there?
It isn't.
You know, I gave a presentation last night at the local AITP chapter, which is Association for Information Technology Professionals.
A presentation or a presentation?
Now, yes, both. I did both. Here's what was interesting. It's not surprising I gave my presentation on a Mac.
Presentation.
This is IT professionals.
Okay.
You think IT professionals would be more like, what are Macs? You know, I mean, you think they're really entrenched. Windows, maybe some Linux users in there.
Yeah.
I gave my presentation on a Mac. No surprise. There was another speaker talked about security. He gave his presentation on a Mac. So I thought it was interesting the two presentations were given on Macs. When I pointed that out, there was kind of a rumbling in the crowd that basically of approval of that many of the people in the audience were Mac users.
Yay!
Like many, like half.
Nice.
And it really got me thinking about it. I was like, that's kind of weird. An audience I thought would have been 100% Windows users was, you know, so into Macs and had all these Macs. And I've always felt this way. I've always felt it's kind of weird why, you know, it's supposed to be a 5% market share. I mean, 5%, 1 out of 20 computer users have a Mac. You know, and the 90% plus Windows users. And it just seems to me...
I just don't believe that. When was the last time they took this poll? Because
I don't
they're selling
they're
selling millions of them by the quarter, according to all.
I definitely believe there's a majority Windows machines out there.
Well, sure.
Definitely majority. Well,
5% seems like a small slice.
But I just don't get the 5 versus 90 to 95% ratio. Just not. I mean, sure, we're in the middle of a whole Mac thing here with MacMost.
Well, is it people or machines?
Is it people or machines?
It's Marketshare.
Because
I think it's based on machines sold.
Like, there's the Uber geeks that have multiple computers, and I see a lot of them having Mac laptops now, even though they may use PCs like as desktops.
Okay.
Because right now there really isn't a great
Laptop.
PC laptop manufacturer. Like, there's Alienware for the hardcore gamers.
Which is Dell.
But I used to the normal Dell though. Like, I used to have a lot of faith in Dell, and now they just suck. Like, I used to have a good experience.
But you have
with
to,
them.
even
I
when
have
you
some
look at
good
like
now.
full market share, you almost have to take those Uber geeks and just discount them completely because there's not enough. I mean, it's not statistically.
Why is that not enough? They own like 8 computers, and a normal person owns maybe 1. Like, they are the market share.
Yeah, and now, okay, there is one piece of data, you know, at our site, at our game site, gamescene.com, I do see about 95% of the people that go there are using Windows.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I think that there are other considerations, and it depends a lot, too, when you start to break it down more towards demographics, because college students, as you point out, Macs are just really sort of the best laptops that are available right now. And there are a lot of students entering college or coming to college, either buying new Macs for it,
or my college.
Really, or
I
bringing
had one
Macs
friend, with it. We had mostly Dells, but that was like the period when Dell rocked, and that was a good laptop for me. But maybe now that Dell kind of sucks, you know, if I were going to college right now, I might consider a MacBook, like, with much more seriousness.
Yeah, I'm wondering if, like, okay, so even like IT professionals, I expect to be Windows, but they're, you know, very elite users. And I go to, like, say I went to the Blog World Expo, and it's all very elite users, and there's just tons of Macs all over the place. I mean, maybe if you just go into, like, just some non-tech area, you know, one of the big states like Ohio or Illinois or whatever, there's just vast population, but not necessarily like the Silicon Valleys or the Denver Tech Center areas that you just run into, just, you know, house after house after house, is just PCs. I guess. I mean,
and they use PCs in their workplace. Like, most big workplaces are, you know, PCs.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the terminals are there.
Well, and as a similar side note, I actually jumped on a Windows machine and used the most recent version of Microsoft Word recently, and realized it's been some years since I really
they did a
used
major
it,
overhaul.
and it's totally different. And I was
They're
like,
coming out
this
Office-
sucks, and I don't want to do
Office-
this.
It's a little ridiculous.
Office
is.
2008 for Mac is in beta right now, and actually I think it's public beta. You can even download it. and try
Wow.
it.
Yeah. So, needless to say, I think that it's kind of a lie to say that I'm much of a
They're digging
Microsoft
their
Office user anymore. 'Cause
Grave.
I don't.
The
I don't know.
whole Microsoft Office.
Anyway, take a
Go
survey.
Google.
Everybody
I love
go
you.
out,
Google
take a
that.
survey amongst your friends. Find out how many are Macs, how many are PC
Wait,
users.
I
See
had-
what you come up with.
I had
Yeah.
something to say on this issue. What?